In this video, I tried beating Terraria using pistols only. Out of the entire list of guns, I had to carefully select which are classified as pistols, and I'm gonna be honest, there aren't a lot, so will I be able to defeat the final boss Moonlord with such limited options? Stay tuned to find out. Alright, let's begin. So getting my hands on my first weapon is pretty simple. The weapon that I'll be getting first is the Undertaker. This weapon can be found by breaking Crimson Hearts in the Crimson biome, but without the proper pickaxe to mine the blocks there, I'll have to find some bombs. After doing a bit of mining and finding accessories like the cloud in a bottle, I crafted the Sapphire hook as well as some pieces of armor, and then went to the Crimson since I now had some bombs with me. After breaking my first Crimson Heart, I received the Sighted Undertaker that came with 100 bullets. Now I'll be able to start killing monsters, but before I head back home, I wanted to see if I could get another Undertaker with a better modifier. Unfortunately, I didn't, but I did get another 100 bullets. Now having a gun weapon in my inventory, this will allow the Arms Dealer to spawn. After I got back home, I built some NPC houses. After a while, the Arms Dealer spawned, so I'll be able to restock on bullets whenever I run out. It was time for me to explore the jungle for better accessories. I was able to find the Lucky Horseshoe, Hermes Boots, and since the jungle is the best place to find life crystals, I stayed there until I found enough for max health. After collecting all of my life crystals, I had to deal with the Goblin army, so I bought a ton of bullets from the Arms Dealer to use against them. Once I defeated the army, I went underground to search for the Goblin Tinkerer, and after finding him, I purchased Rocket Boots and the workshop. I then combined some of my accessories to make lightning boots. Going up to some sky islands, I found fledgling wings and the shiny red balloon. With the balloon, I combined my cloud in a bottle and Lucky Horseshoe to make the blue horseshoe balloon. Now I have really good mobility. After finishing mining down to hell, it was time to fight my first boss. It wasn't going to be the Eye of Cthulhu or the Brain of Cthulhu, but instead Skeletron. I built an arena and then talked to the old man at night to summon the boss. After defeating Skeletron, I can now search for my next weapon inside the dungeon, which is the handgun. After opening a bunch of gold chests, I was finally able to find it. This weapon has 18 damage and shoots at a much faster rate than the Undertaker, and with the recent update that allows auto swing on weapons, I was able to shoot this weapon basically like a machine gun. I returned home and decided to summon the Eye of Cthulhu as my next boss to fight. The reason why I wanted to fight this boss was for the Shield of Cthulhu that grants the ability to dash. After defeating the boss and receiving the shield, I made my way back into the Crimson to break the last Crimson Heart to summon the Brain of Cthulhu. For this boss fight, I decided not to build an arena since I had accessories that gave me really good mobility. After defeating the Brain, I crafted the Deathbringer pickaxe and Crimson armor that boosts overall damage and life regeneration. With the Deathbringer pickaxe, I'll be able to upgrade the handgun with some Hellstone. I went down to Hell, mined some Hellstone to craft the Phoenix Blaster, and Molten Pickaxe to start mining hardmode ores whenever I defeat the Wall of Flesh. The Phoenix Blaster has 27 damage, which is 9 more than the handgun, and it has a higher bullet velocity. I reforged it until I got the Unreal modifier on it. It's almost time to face against the wall of flesh, so I went down to hell and waited until a demon holding a voodoo doll spawned. After getting the doll, I wasn't going to spawn the boss just yet. A meteorite fell, so I decided to gather some to make meteor shots instead of using regular bullets. The meteor shots are capable of piercing through 2 enemies at most, and it can also ricochet off blocks. These bullets will be useful against the wall of flesh since it has a much better chance to pierce through the hungries and hit the actual boss. Now having these bullets, I threw in the voodoo doll to summon the boss. After defeating the wall of flesh, I opened the treasure bag to receive the ranger emblem. That's going to increase my range damage, and I actually was hoping for this because there isn't any other weapons that I can get until I reach Plantera, so I needed as much damage as I could get. All I could do now is break some crimson altars to start mining the hard mode ores for better armor. During mining, I was able to find the wizard. With him, I'll be able to purchase the crystal ball to make the endless musket pouch. After mining enough titanium, I crafted the titanium armor set. Now I'm looking to upgrade my fledgling wings, so I went up to a sky island to kill wyverns for souls of flight, to make demon wings. When night arrived, I summoned my first mechanical boss to fight, the twins. This boss was going to be the easiest for the weapon that I have, so I decided to clear this one first and get it out of the way. Seeing that there was still a good bit of time left before morning arrives, I decided to summon Skeletron Prime as the next boss to fight. After defeating Skeletron Prime, the only boss left is the Destroyer, and I was a bit worried for this fight because it has so much health and there's going to be a ton of drones that spawn out, so it's going to be really annoying to deal consistent damage on the boss, but in the end, I was able to defeat the boss. Now having all souls from each mechanical boss, I crafted the pickaxe axe and began mining chlorophyte in the jungle. With chlorophyte, I'll be able to craft chlorophyte bullets that homes onto enemies. After collecting a bunch of chlorophyte, I crafted the chlorophyte armor set. It spawns a crystal above me that shoots leaves automatically at nearby enemies. This was much needed since I was still using the Phoenix Blaster that doesn't have much damage. After finding the Plantera bulb, I blew up an area to build an arena. Once I was done, I broke the bulb to begin the fight. About halfway into the fight, I accidentally summoned the Queen Bee, so I had to take on 2 bosses at the same time. And I thought that this would ruin my run against Plantera, but I realized that it didn't really change much. After defeating Plantera and opening the treasure bag, I received my next weapon, the Venus Magnum. This weapon has 75 damage and shoots at a much faster rate than the Phoenix Blaster. Also, if you use normal bullets, the projectile travels extremely fast with perfect accuracy. With the key from Plantera, I made my way into the temple to summon Golem. With this new weapon, I was able to take down the boss with ease. After Golem was defeated, I went over to the dungeon to summon the Lunatic Cultist, and this time I switched over to the Glorified Bullets because this boss is much more smaller than the rest of the bosses, and he also moves a bunch. After defeating the Lunatic Cultist, I destroyed all of the Celestial Pillars and then waited for Moonlord to spawn. Alright, that's going to be it guys. Can you beat Terraria using pistols only? Yes you can. For my thoughts on this challenge, I do think there are just way too few numbers of guns that are classified as pistols, so it did take longer to kill some bosses. If there was even one more pistol that I could get my hands on before fighting the mechanical bosses, I think that would have improved progression more nicely. But yeah, thanks for watching guys. If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and also subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.